Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in my Rooms of Wonder series. This one's quite near the bend on the page, so it's going to keep curling over, but I'm sure we'll cope. Now we have all these cute little jars with little animals in, sort of magical type things going on, and I'm just trying to think how to do this. I think we'll actually start with the glass jar because I'm going to make them all the same, and then we'll move from there. I'm going to use the Cold Grey 3 to do some of the glass work. I'm going to do it in a really simple way. So I'm just going to put down some layers here in the corner, and then as I come down the jar I'm just going to fade it a little bit, and then do some more down here in this corner and fade it up here, so we've got a sort of gap where it looks sort of shiny. I hope it's quite pale anyway, so it's hard to see, but glass isn't really got any colour, so that's my sort of best way of doing it really. That's nice and simple and just shows that we've tried to put a bit of effort in. We're going to do the same for all of them. Now the little critters look like they're swimming in the water that's here. I had thought about doing them sort of magical potion-y colours, so the liquid in the jars wasn't water, you know, sort of pink or purple, you know, green, I don't know, but I've changed my mind. I think because they all look like they're swimming, I think we want it to look like it's water. So that's what I'm going to do next, is choose a colour for water, and it's not always very easy to know what colour to do water. I mean, sometimes I do it this sort of colour, the sort of light phthalo blue, green, sorry, but I think we'll do it in a bluey colour. I think we'll use the Cobalt Green, which is a bit more bluey, and we'll use that. And what I'm going to do is just do a light layer throughout. Now, for some pictures with water, what I have done before is I've coloured the items that are in the water, whatever it might be, and then I've put the watercolour right over the top of them, maybe with a soft pastel. So they then look like they're inside the water. But I'm not going to do that for this one. What I'm going to do is try to make the jars look a bit more glassy once we're done with a white pen. It may not show it very much, depends how, because this is quite a light layer, and white doesn't show it very well on a light layer because there's so much white paper showing through. You really need to make it a bit more intense. I'm just trying to check where the water needs to show through there, but we'll give it a go anyway. What I thought might be fun was to match the colour of our critter with the lid of the jar, just because that's what I would do if I had 3 jars with different colour lids, which these will be, and I had 3 little critters to go in jars. Apart from the fact that I would need to make sure the jar was the right size for the critter, I would match them up. That's just me in my sort of tidy mode, I guess. So that's what we're gonna do. So I haven't really decided on all my colours. I usually do fish orange, like goldfish. I may do that again today just because I think they look pretty. Not sure about the jellyfish. Often the jellyfish is sort of very see-through. I could just colour over with this and use a bit of white pen to outline it, and it would look like one of those see-through whitish ones, but we'll add some colour. Let's start with the goldfish because I've made up my mind. What I like to do, what colour is this? Yeah, this is the dark cadmium orange where we're going to start. What I like to do is do the tails and fin in a darker colour to the rest. It's not how fish look, but it's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to grab this cadmium orange to do the body. Now I tend to do a darker colour underneath. There'd be more shade and shadow down there, although we've got a lid on, so I'm not sure where the light's likely to be coming from the front. So let's make it darker at the top as well and leave a lightish bit in the middle, because remember fish have scales which are shiny, so they would reflect the light. So there he is. I might just put a little bit across that middle so it's not completely white. There we go. Now, as I say, I wanted to match the lid to the animal. I'm going to make the lid red, not orange. I don't know why, I just quite fancy doing it red. This red is the light cadmium red. I'm just giving it a sharpen. It's actually quite orangey, I always think. So I think it'll work well. You can't see the whole of the name. It's getting short. So what I'm going to do is make the lid look. Now this bit of lid is inside the glass. So I'm going to put it in like that. Fade it towards the middle. Is this, I think, the rim of the glass or part of the lid? There's no line, so I think it's part of the lid. I'm going to try and make this one more vibrant than the one underneath, but I don't know if I'm going to succeed, but because the one underneath is, we're looking at it through the glass. So, oh, my stomach's about to grumble. I can feel it. I'm really hungry. It is only 11:30. But anyway, I'm going to hold off. Well, when I finish this video, I might get some lunch. It's still rather a novelty being able to go down to my kitchen and get lunch. So I'm going to get my grey. This is the grey we use for the glass. See how it just can fade it a little bit. That's the Cobalt Grey 3. Okay. Now, our little octopusy friend. He's very cute, isn't he? Let's do a sort of nice green colour. This is the Phthalo Green. I'm going to just do... I'm hoping it's going to be dark enough. Yeah. Because obviously it's quite bluey. I'm going to do all the legs just quite solid because they're very small. Trying to do some shading in there. It's too difficult for me. Let's keep it nice and easy. Go around. And then when it comes to the head, I shall do it slightly differently, so don't get too carried away. Don't just go up to the sort of neckish area. I don't doubt that's called a neck. Base of the head, I don't know. I'm not very good with my marine biology. So what I'm going to do for the head is do a darker bit around the edge and then fade it towards the centre of the head. So it looks a little bit lighter in the middle. It hasn't got a mouth. I assume they have mouths. Don't know. I mean, they must eat. Where's the mouth underneath? No, that's a starfish, isn't it? Right, so that was our Phthalo Green. So I'm going to find a dark Phthalo Green. There it is, to do the jar lid. So the dark Phthalo Green, but I'm going to try and really make it look different under here to there this time. So I'm going to press much more lightly on this bit underneath. I still want it darker on the edge than the middle, but that's quite a light colour. And this bit up here I'm going to do darker because we're not looking through the glass to see it, so I think it would be a bit darker. I don't know really how well that stands out. I think it's okay. I can see a little bit of difference, and this top bit, we'll try and make a little light section in the middle, not completely white. I'm going to go back over this a bit, just to try and get it looking different. I think we'll colour. I think we'll colour over this bit in the grey, like we did with the other one as well. That's it. Now our last one, I want to do pink. What colour should we do jellyfish? We could do jellyfish dark and do the lid light, because we've done it the other way around in all the others. So this is the fuchsia pink, so it's quite a dark one. I'm just doing a light layer over the whole of him, thinking I want this bottom part to be a bit darker, particularly where these two little bits overlap. I'm going to fade that down a little bit if I can, and I'm going to make this bit darker too, where Johanna's drawn those lines for us. There we go. So the lid I'm going to do with a light pink. This is number 129. It is the Pink Madder Lake. And again, we've got this little bit that's underneath, which is going to be lighter. So we're doing the same again, and then this bit a bit darker. Like that. There we go. And then the bit here we're going to go over with the cold grey 3 like we have with the others, just to make it look like it's inside the glass. Now what you can do now is get your white pen and do a little bit of detailing. I'm going to use my Jelly Roll 10, it doesn't really matter what you use, to sort of show the glass. So if we do some lines right across the whole thing, it makes it look a bit more like it's glassy. It's quite difficult to show up. As I say, when you use pale colours, the white doesn't show up best, but I think it's there. I think it's worth it, just put a few on. So that is us done with that one. I'm going off to get some, oh, it's still quite early. Maybe can I get some lunch? Maybe. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy colouring.